2 Morning News.
Christmas is coming, which means you'll soon be tempted by all sorts of seasonal drinks. Coming up, we're going to tell you what to avoid if you want to keep off that winter weight. Well, this weekend, the city has gotten into the holiday spirit with the magnificent Mile Lights Parade, the opening of the Christkindl Market, and the lighting of the Millennium Park Christmas tree. So the festive mood may have you thinking of mulled wine, peppermint lattes, or eggnog. But the question is, which drinks are better for your waistline? So joining us this morning is Stephanie Mansour, CEO of Step It Up with Steph, to school us on the battle of the beverages. And I love this topic because I feel like every year there's always a new drink, something that's popular. And also, you never really know what's better for you. And everybody, as Ed mentioned, wants to indulge a little bit, but not too much. And so it's a better game of this or that, I think, right?
And you want to find your balance. You want to find what works for your body and for your health goals. And that's something I work a lot on with my clients, Marissa, is getting in tune with what your goals are. So if you want to, you know, quote unquote, splurge a little bit and enjoy the pumpkin spice latte, just be conscious and cognizant of why you're doing that. But if you're just mindlessly going through and having, you know, tons of eggnog every night because it's the holiday, you know, spirit, that's going to set yourself up for failure.
So you're saying maybe save those eggnog drinks and things like that for those special parties or gatherings, Christmas Eve.
Yes, and just know what you're consuming, and then you can consume in a healthier way. So to start off, you know, everyone loves the matcha green tea lattes now, and the chai lattes.
Chai,
Yeah, and chai is around, you know, all year long, and so is matcha, but matcha has really been big on the scene this year. And so my question to you, Marissa, is which do you think is worse? So a chai tea latte or a matcha green tea latte?
I think the chai tea latte is worse.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yes.
I agree with you.
That's
all right,
good.
so chai tea is actually good for digestion. There's some spices, some cinnamon. That can help speed things up, and if you have an upset stomach, it can be really good for you. However, I prefer the matcha green tea because matcha has the same amount of caffeine as coffee. However, there's a component in there that actually slows the release of the caffeine, and so it will give you more of a calming effect.
Awesome.
And they have about the same calories, and if you can add non-fat milk instead of, you know, whole milk, that's going to cut down on calories.
We have so much to talk about. Let's do it. Up next, we have salted caramel mocha latte versus the pumpkin spice latte. I think the caramel's worse.
You are two for two.
It's got to be the sugar, right?
It is the sugar, So actually, they both have similar amounts of sugar. However, that the salted caramel mocha is around all year long. They can put a few extra pumps in there because you're getting the caramel and the mocha flavoring. So if you're at Starbucks and ordering these things, I would suggest asking your barista to put in just half a pump or even one pump if you're getting that tall size, because that's going to cut down on a lot of sugar. And again, go for no whip and non-fat milk.
And as time goes on, you'll get used to that half pump. You won't need that taste anymore.
Your taste buds actually do transform after 1 or 2 weeks of reducing your sugar intake.
All right, and if you're getting a beverage with a little bit of zing, eggnog, or spiked cider.
Yes, what do you think is worse?
I think probably, I don't know on this one. I think the calories in eggnog are worse, but the sugar and cider.
Good job, yes.
Really?
Oh my gosh, you and Ed should just run this here.
I feel so educated.
You should. Yes, you are. So eggnog actually does have calcium in it. There's about 5 grams of protein per serving, so that's good. But if you're lactose intolerant and you get a stomachache after having dairy, you want to avoid this eggnog. But the spiked apple cider has about half the amount of calories. It does have a little more sugar, but that's going to be a drink that you can slowly sip, especially if it's hot. It's going to slow you down, so you're not going to be drinking as much of it.
And I started doing apple cider and water and diluting it just a little, just to give that taste. But still, before we go, I know we got to go, but we have to talk about that fitness challenge because it's a perfect time of year for it.
Right. If you're looking for help to lose weight over the holidays, we have confidence-boosting exercises, an easy eating plan, and workout guides at stepitupchallenge.com. And it's free.
And people think that this is not a good time of year. I always say it's the best time of year because it keeps you on track for the holidays. You don't gain a ton of weight. You keep it in check going into the new year, and you're ahead of those people in the gym that start January 1st.
You got it. Yes.
Which I always love. Steph, always great to see you. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. And if you want more tips and another look at those beverage matchups, if you're planning a party, and for information on Stephanie's Fitness Challenge, log on to our website, cbschicago.com, a little bit later on this morning.